Here's a quick video of my Week 11 fantasy football rankings. Let's go. What's going on, fantasy football fans? I'm your host, Hussein the Brain, and you're watching The Couch. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell notification icon. Trying to get to 50K subs. Let's do it, baby. Quarterbacks. Let's start off with the QBs. I just got news. I gotta read it right now. I just got an alert. Let's see what it is. Oh man. Buccaneers have released the following statement. After an extensive educational process conducted throughout our organization, the past offseason highlights the benefits of the C19 vaccines. We received completed vax cards from all Tampa Bay Buccaneers players and submitted the required information to the NFL through the established process. In accordance with league policy, all vax cards were reviewed by Buccaneers personnel and no irregularities were observed. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to leave this in the video. I could re-record it, but man, I think it's cool, you know. So that's stemming from Antonio Brown's formal ex, personal chef, saying that he lied about his vaccination status and got a fake vax card. And look, I'm not trying to judge the chef, and I'm not trying to judge Antonio. I'm not trying to judge anybody, and I don't know what side of the story is true or false. So I'm just gonna be 100% clear on that. I truly believe that. I have, I'm trying to get my opinions out of it. I just always find it a bit funny, and it's not in every single case. It's different that these guys or people come out way later. Like, I mean, there's an obvious motivation here. Money or bitterness, or it's an obvious motivation. Because if that wasn't the motivation, the ex-chef would have came out and said it right away. Like, oh my God, I got to report this murder. There's been a murder. I got to report it right away. I'm on the phone right away. I don't even know if the person's dead or alive. I'm reporting the murder because, I mean, it's important, right? Or something like that. Like something happened. Oh my God, there's a crazy accident right outside. Oh my God, I gotta call. I gotta report this. Or, I'm just saying, like something's happening. Oh my God, like this person may have done something so heinous. We gotta let people know about this. I mean, if that's the case, if that's the real motivation, that you got to let people know, then you should do it right away. So I'm assuming, and I don't even know the facts, but I'm assuming the ex-chef waited a long time and then let him know about this. So the motivation here is money/bitterness. It's just what it seems obvious to me. And so that alone is fishy. Still might be true, might be a fake vax card, but it might not. So that's all I know. We're already getting into a tangent, right? You already know. Whenever a YouTuber says it's going to be a short video, you already know. We're going off on a tangent. But essentially, I just read the Bucs statement. Not good reading abilities by me, but they said, hey, we checked everything out from the get-go. Everything seems legit. Stop hating. That's what the Bucs statement essentially said. All right, moving on. So if you guys don't know the story, I think you guys know by now. Ex-personal chef Antonio Brown said he got a fake vax card, and everyone knows that 100% of the Buccaneers team, all the players, they're 100% vaccinated. So yeah. It's just never ends. So I was actually about to begin this video by saying that I think this is so funny now. I think that things are kind of settling down now in the NFL, and I know that seems a little bit ironic after what I just said, but what I meant was like our projections. I think we're kind of seeing who's who, what team is what, what defense is what each player represents, what we can expect from each player. And typically we notice this week 4 through 7. I feel like this year has been so crazy that we're noticing it now, and today is week 11. So it's because of all the craziness, we're seeing it. You know, there's a lot of craziness in the world, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. It's translated into the NFL, where we don't know what the heck is going on, right? Allen Robinson is wide receiver 70 in fantasy football. But I don't know what's going on anymore. You know, certain players like Lamar Jackson and Myles Gaskin, they ball out every other game and they suck every other game. Like, it's been nuts, and we're trying to make the best of it. And I mean, that's that. Look, Lamar, I can't trust you. I'm sorry. I have to start. I would start Dak over you. He's going against the Chiefs. I love these two quarterbacks here. This is my final rankings here. I love these two quarterbacks. I think it's going to be the highest scoring game. Patrick Mahomes and Dak Prescott. Lamar Jackson, I don't trust you, but I still like you. Tom Brady, I trust you. You had one horrible game, and it still was good. Good enough for me to get wins last week in fantasy. That's cool. Getting wins in fantasy, it's a pretty good feeling for me. Oh, it's been great. It's been really tough to get wins this year in fantasy. Really tough. A lot of leagues are like really close, like where everyone's like 6-4 and 4-6. Like it's been pretty nuts. That's how most of my leagues are, anyway. And I would move Russell Wilson a little higher. Right here. Cam is a good sneaky start, but you know, I don't love him that much. And I would start Burrow over Cam. So I'm going to put Burrow right here at 11. And I'm going to move Kirk Cousins up a little higher as well. And I think that's pretty good. Mac Jones, I think, has a low ceiling. Put him at 17. All right, let's move on to running backs. But before we do, a big shout out to our sponsor, Monkey Knife Fight. Thank you so much for keeping the dream alive. Monkey Knife Fight is a stupid, simple, easy way to play a DFS player prop games. All you got to do, hey, is this player going to do well this week? Is this player going to do bad this week? That's essentially it. So I have two picks for Monkey Knife Fight. One is, I'd say it's in the bag. It's a low risk, not a low reward as well. As I think I'm just gonna settle for this low goal here. So what you're gonna do is head on over to Monkey Knife Fight, go to new game, and then we're going to, and make sure you're on football. We're gonna go to the Packers and Vikings game, and we're going to go to the touchdown dance. These are my three guys. It's going to be really easy here. 80% chance Adam scores a touchdown, 80% chance Dalvin Cook scores a touchdown, and 70% chance A.J. Dillon scores a touchdown. So we're going to pick the three guys we think are going to score the most touchdowns. Select them. You can select this goal here, which is a nice little goal. We need 3 or more touchdowns, but I'm going to go ahead and take it easy here. Select this goal, 1.5 touchdowns. And we're just going to do 5. Nah, let's do 10. Let's make it 10. That's not a lot. $10 on this one. And I'm going to go ahead and enter it. Let's submit it. Lock it in. So those are my 3 guys for the touchdown dance. Now, if you want a little different one, I mean, you could have picked a better, more harder goal to achieve. But if you want to pick a different one, I really like this one as well. So I got 2 picks for you guys this week. And that's the more or less for the Chiefs Cowboys game. Now, I always look to see, make sure this payout is 3.6 on game day. It is. So for me on the West Coast, Saturday night, I see this turn to 3.6. That's a green light for me. And I'm going to go more for these guys. As long as it's under 300 passing yards, we're going more for both these guys. And so I'm just going to wait till Saturday night. Hopefully these lines won't change. They are subject to change. Hopefully they won't, because I'm greedy and I want the 3.6 payout. But when this is a thing, I'm gonna hit both these more. So I'm thinking Mahomes is gonna throw more than 300 yards. I'm thinking Dak Prescott's gonna throw more than 300 yards. I mean, I'm projecting each one of these guys to throw over 310 yards easily. This should be the highest scoring game of this week. And let me put it like this. Is anybody considering starting the Chiefs defense or even the Cowboys defense? Absolutely not. It's like the two bottom defenses this week because both these offenses should go off. And another plus, oh, you might say, oh, usually one quarterback goes off and the running back doesn't do that well, or you know, the other team's running back does well. And, you know, that might be true. Picking more for both quarterbacks is a little risky, but in a game like this where we should see a huge shootout between two elite QBs, where their offenses, when they're clicking, they're really clicking, is just hard to resist. And also, these running backs can catch passes. So Darrell Williams can catch passes. Jerick McKinnon, who's only going to be in there, you know, like 6-7 snaps, he can catch passes. Tony Pollard can catch passes, and Zeke can catch passes. So a lot of pass catching weapons on both teams. Both teams should be throwing the ball. I think you're going to have to throw the ball against the Chiefs to keep up. And Mahomes always throws the ball. This is a Mahomes-led offense. That's just how it is. And so when this turns 3.6, I'm going to go more and more. $10. And if both have to hit, we get $36. So I'm going to save that for Saturday Night Live. For Saturday night. And hopefully these will stay under 300. Then I do like it. So yeah, that is my 2 picks for Monkey Knife Fight. Touchdown dance, Vikings Packers game, and more or less for the Chiefs Cowboys game. And if you do want to play, really helps support the couch. All you got to do is follow the link below in the description. Use promo code couch. With that, you're going to get $5 free. So $5 free of free play. So you can enter that contest, any of those contests I just showed, completely for free for $5. Also, if you use promo code couch, you're going to get a 100% deposit match up to $100. This is an amazing deal. Really helps support the couch. Follow the link below and use promo code couch. Thank you so much. Let's go to the running back rankings. We got CMC number 1. We got him, man. This guy's getting 7, 8, 9 targets. Like, he's just such a beast in the pass game. So we got C-Mac up here. Absolutely love Dalvin Cook. Oh, man. I think we got to boost Dalvin Cook just a little bit. Let's put him here. And yeah, I got Jonathan Taylor a little lower. I think, what are the Bills ranked number 3 in run defense? Something like that. They've been excellent this year. They got a really good defense. Just a good defense overall. So let's see. Maybe Jonathan Taylor slows down. Slows his roll just for one game. Everything points to Nick Chubb playing. So we got to boost this man way up. Like, way up. Let's put him right here. I would put him 1 higher, but let's just wait and see, right? He's missed time. Let's see what's gonna happen here. I mean, he might be the best running back this week, just maybe. He did that a couple weeks ago. Yeah, this all looks good. Myles Gaskin on an even week. Let's go, baby. Absolutely love it. We got to put A.J. Dillon a bit higher. Love A.J. Dillon. No Aaron Jones this week. I do think Elijah Mitchell is going to play. I hate Josh Jacobs' guts. I don't want to see him ever again in my whole life. Let's move him just above Mike Davis. And Mike Davis is a bit high, huh? That's not good. And Mark Ingram's going to be a must start because Alvin Kamara is trending in the wrong direction. So let's make this right here. All right. That looks very sexy to me. Yeah, Alvin Kamara, I don't think he's going to play, man. And Damian Harris is supposed to be ahead of Ramondre. For me, who knows what they're going to actually do. There we go. I like that. And then Dante Foreman. That's one guy I wanted to move up. Right here. There we go. I do like Dante Foreman this week. And you know who's a sleeper is Adrian Peterson, because I don't think McNichols is going to play. And AP, he's still getting some work. And look at this matchup here against the Texans. I do like AP, and he is a sleeper start. So I would rather probably start AP over Ramondre Stevenson. I don't know. That's a tough one. Let's just put him here. Like I know how this Patriots split's gonna go. Nobody knows. All right, shut up. You don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows what the Patriots are gonna do with their running back. So don't lie to me. Don't pretend like you do in the comments. I don't want to hear it. I don't trust you. You don't know. Nobody knows anything. All right, nobody knows. All right, let's go on to wide receivers. All right, here we go. It's loading. All right. Pretty self-explanatory. Start your studs. Let's see if Hollywood, just keep tabs on Hollywood Brown and Lamar Jackson. They didn't practice. Keep tabs on CeeDee Lamb. But, man, CeeDee Lamb is going to be feasting. I think he's even better with Michael Gallup back. I mean, that's just, like, he's just going to be feasting. But just make sure he's healthy. He's good to go. I do love CeeDee Lamb. But yeah, he's got to be healthy. So just make sure that. And if he's healthy, I do love it. Man, I mean, he's one of my favorite wide receivers this week, and it's just so hard to rank him higher. Like it's the downfall of rankings. Like I kind of want to make him number 1, but there's so many other options. So I guess I'll just make him number 10. I mean, I really like I don't know what else to say. I really like CeeDee Lamb. Amari Cooper should be solid. Devontae Smith's been so tough. He's one of those guys that balls out every 3.5 games. And, let's see what's up. Jalen Hurts. What's Jalen Hurts? Like, did he just play a full season, basically? Jalen Hurts, like, right around there, right around that 16-game mark, 17-game mark, I think we just reached. Something like that. So Jalen Hurts is essentially just entering his second year in the NFL as far as games played. And, I mean, he's looking better. Like, there's some real hope. There's some actual hope here. I might not trade him away in my Superflex Dynasty League. And if that's the case, watch out, Devontae Smith, because this man's getting 6-7 targets every game. And he's, as you guys know, I'm a huge Slim Reaper fan. I love Devontae Smith. We'll see how he does. I wouldn't start him over Metcalf. But, and I would not start him over Deontay Johnson. But I got to know if Big Ben's playing or not. So just so I don't look stupid, let's just put it right here. Yeah, that looks good. I like T. Higgins. T. Higgins always my favorite Bengals wide receiver value-wise. And McLaurin needs to be right here. There we go. Hunter Renfro's a great start. Jalen Waddle is a great start. Jarvis Landry. Oh, man, this situation with the Browns is just, it's so bad. I don't know what's going on there, but I don't really trust him much. But then again, I'm starting him in one league. It's like, dude, who are you gonna, like, you got to throw to somebody. Why not throw to Jarvis Landry? It's funny how he's not getting that many consistent targets. It's like, dude, I know he's not super elite, but in real life NFL, right, he is a tier 2 wide receiver. There's a DeAndre Hopkins and Debo and Kupp and Adams and Jefferson, the guys like that. That's tier 1 in real life, right? But Jarvis is tier 2, right? He's not a super deep threat. He's not the type of guy to just destroy other teams in the end zone and whatnot. But man, he can run routes, he can get open, he can catch, he can move the chains. I mean, he's a guy who deserves 5, 6, 7 targets, but he's only getting 3 or 4. I really don't get it. Hoping I feel like he's gonna do well this game. He's another guy who has a low ceiling. He's a low ceiling wide receiver, and that's kind of annoying. Allen Robinson not practicing. I mean, wide receiver 70 might be wide receiver 75 now after this. God, that's so bad. Marvin Jones, yeah, you want to bench this guy. Marvin Jones, want to know what happened to you, bud. But it's not good. All right. And, yeah, we're probably going to have to move Allen Robinson way down. Let's just start moving him down now. Let's start the process early. Let's start moving him down. Let's just put it right here for now. Because Kendrick Bourne's way better than A-Rob, that's for sure. Okay, moving on to tight ends. I'm off the Darren Waller hype train. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. I was wrong. Darren Waller's not the best tight end moving forward. I still like him, but he's just not beasting. He's just not. He's not beasting. Last week, he did have an easy touchdown. It was great. I was excited. Got called back because of a stupid penalty. Probably didn't affect the play directly. And but even with that, you know, he would have got whatever 13 fantasy points, let's say, instead of 6. 14 fantasy points instead of 6, something like that. Whatever, 15. Well, actually, that's starting to look pretty good. Stupid Leatherwood, I hate you. We still got the W though. It wouldn't have mattered in my leagues. It's all good. I still like him. But he just doesn't have that pizzazz that he had last year. He doesn't have that magic. He doesn't have that it factor. He's just not a super elite tight end. He's just not putting up wide receiver 1 numbers every week. Like, it's just not happening. So yeah, these are my tight end rankings, and just a service announcement or whatever you want to call it. It's been a theme this week, and you guys need to stop it. Everyone is trying to sell low this week, and I don't know why. And TJ Hawkinson is one of the names that keeps coming up. I want to trade Hawkinson for... Dude, stop. Trade Hawkinson when he has a good game. Why would you trade Hawkinson after he puts up a goose egg? Don't do this. He put up 0 points last week. Don't trade him away now. Like, you should have traded him away earlier. I mean, if you have to do what you got to do, you know, I'd say 1% of the time it's okay to sell low. Okay, so sell a player that's not doing that bad, trade him away. Okay, but other than that, man, don't do that all the time. Now, what I'm most interested about is Kyle Pitts right here. I would rank him number 4, even number 3. But we all know the Patriots want to shut down the opposing team's best player. And I'm very excited to see this game. It's a 28-3 rematch from the Super Bowl. Kyle Pitts, amazing tight end with a lot of potential. Right? He's still very raw in the NFL. He's got a lot to learn. And he's still really good. That's the thing. We see those glimpses of dominance. We see that athletic ability. We see like, oh my God, he just blew by whoever's trying to guard him, right? Linebacker or safety. And it's like, you know, we'll see. And the Patriots have 2 or 3 guys that can probably defend him. And I think they're going to shut him down. But, you know, it's not a guarantee. Everyone knows they're going to shut down and focus on shutting down Kyle Pitts. Maybe they do something else. You never know. You never know with this team. But I'm looking at the options for the Falcons. They're out of options with no Cordell Patterson, no Calvin Ridley. They can't run the ball, especially against the Patriots. I mean, they can't run the ball against anything. And they're not going to be able to run the ball against the Patriots. They don't have a lot of good wide receivers. I think Hayden Hurst is even out. I don't even know why, but I think he's out. So it's like just elimination here. Like, who else are they going to throw to? So I think the Patriots have no choice but to be like, hey, let's stop Kyle Pitts. You know, one guy who can, you know, keep the drive alive and make some big plays. Let's stop this guy. So for that, for those reasons, I am ranking him down just a little bit. Dallas Goedert's back at practice. Concussion, I believe. And he's on track to play. Rob Gronkowski's trending in the right direction as well. So I got him ranked kind of high right here. A little bit deeper. Here's some more rankings, a little bit deeper. You know, it gets really wishy-washy after like the top 8, tops around there, top 10, top 12, whatever. After these guys, I mean, I don't know who to rank at 13. It's like Zach Ertz and Dawson Knox. Like, I don't see any difference between those guys, really. All right, let's move on to defenses. Let's go. I think the Browns are my tier 1 defense. They're the ones I'm most confident in. And I know they were terrible last week, but that's how the Browns defense is. They're an every other week defense. They're very up and down team. And they're facing the Lions. I actually have tremendous confidence in them. So I'm not scared. Just because they put up -2 fantasy points last week, I'm not scared to start the Browns defense against the Lions. I love them. Also, Jared Goff is hurt. So I think he's going to play. I'm not sure. He might play. I think oblique injury. So, but still, I mean, going against Jared Goff's backup, or you're going against an injured Jared Goff, it still sounds like it's good to start that defense going against a banged up Lions team. And no big difference between number 2 and number 6. I think there's a slight difference between 7, but really after that, like any of these top 9 defenses should be good. The Cardinals D, not really. Top 8 maybe. Yeah, right around there. I don't know, top 6, top 7. Just saying there's not a big difference between the Niners and Dolphins. I got the Niners at 2, Dolphins at 6. Titans are at 3, Ravens are at 4. Very risky. This is another up and down team. Every 4 games, the Ravens defense is great. So who knows what they're going to do. And Patriots D, that's a very safe one. I feel like this is a good one, a very trustworthy one. And because of that, I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna change those rankings. Like, I think the Patriots D has a high floor. If I had to, make a term, like label them. Ravens, no floor, high ceiling, I guess. I have no clue what the Ravens D is going to do. I just know they're playing the Bears, and I know that they're probably very pissed after they got beat by the Dolphins. So we'll see if they can bounce back here. And guys, make sure you keep tabs on one game. I think, is this Sunday night game? Yes, the Steelers-Chargers game. Lots of things in flux here. TJ Watt, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Big Ben, Joey Bosa. Keep tabs if all those players are going to play. I'm sure I'm missing other players too. Lots of players are injured. Lots of players are on the COVID reserve list. I don't know who's going to play. So keep tabs on that. Obviously, one player, Big Ben, Claypool too. Claypool missed the game due to injury. Now he's practicing. So just one player, Big Ben being out, that's going to be huge. That's going to affect the Steelers. The Steelers defense plays a lot worse without Big Ben. Chargers D is going to be a very viable option if Big Ben doesn't play. Just that one player is going to affect a lot. Like if Big Ben is out, I don't want to start the Steelers D at all. Steelers D is more of a deep league start anyway. I got him ranked 14 here, and I'll move him down. I don't want to start that. If Big Ben is out, you really don't want to start the Steelers D, man. Let's just move them down one spot to really communicate that with my numbered rankings here. And here we go for kicker. Not a big difference between the top guys, but if you can get one of these top 9, I would say, you're going to be in good shape. I think 9. Yeah, 8 and 9 is kind of risky, guys. Yeah, I like the top 9. I really love Tucker every week. I love Robbie Gould this week. He's my #1 kicker to stream. Love Tyler Bass every week. Randy Bullock's a great streaming kicker this week going against the Texans. Texans not a good team. Harrison Butker's okay. Nick Folk is great this week too. I got him ranked super low. He's great. You can start him with confidence. Jason Sanders going against the Jets. Man, I love all these kickers here. So if you get a top 9 kicker, that's great. And even if you're stuck with the Browns kicker going against the Lions, they should have a big lead the whole game. Defense playing well, settle for field goals at the end, run out the clock. So even Chase McLaughlin's not that bad. And Matt Prater, I would put higher if I knew that Kyler Murray was playing, and I think he will play. So let's just communicate that right here by putting Matt Prater there. All right, guys. That's going to do it for this video. Make sure you follow the link below in the description. Check out Monkey Knife Fight. Use promo code COUCH. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to both YouTube channels, this one here, and we have a second YouTube channel, Fantasy Couch Podcast. So subscribe to both YouTube channels, please. It's officially crunch. It's been crunch time since last week. So let's go get that W, baby. Let's win.